Hello everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca Fronda, your virtual piano teacher. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of this channel. I'm leaving the link in the description of this video, where you will find also the link for my artistic channel, Gianluca Fronda, pianist and composer, if you're interested in original music and covers. Talking about this channel, don't forget to subscribe and let me know about yourself by commenting. Tell me when you have started, if you're finding my channel interesting and you're improving your skills also thanks to my videos. And don't forget also to share with your friends if there is anybody interested in piano music, anybody that you know. So now time to go to our lesson. Welcome to the 19th music theory lesson. Today I have to finally talk about something that is really exciting, that maybe many students have been waiting for. I have to talk about the scale, the major scale, and I want to share with you the birth of the major scale, how this major scale was born. Before proceeding, I want to simply remind you or let you know that you can find in the description of this video the playlist with all the previous videos published until now. So let's now dive into the understanding of what is a major scale, what is the scale, and how it was born. Let's write first of all major scale. Major scale. In many music theory books you will read that the major scale is a succession of tones and semitones respecting a specific order. Now let me write first of all the numbers. These numbers are standing for the degrees. The degrees of the scale are the notes of the scale, But we have to talk in general, about the scales in general for now. So 1, 2, so first degree, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and I have to add also the eighth, that is the first note 1 octave higher. We know that we have 7 notes, obviously the eighth is again the first 1 octave higher. Now, you will read in all the music theory books, except some that dive a bit more into the real understanding of the major scale, that the interval in between the first and the second is the tone, then between the second and the third is the tone again, that the semitone ST is in between the third and the fourth degree of the scale, then in between fourth and fifth we have again the tone, then in between fifth and sixth again the tone, then again the tone in between sixth and seventh, and the semitone is in between the seventh and the eighth. It means that the semitone is only in between the third and the fourth and the seventh and the eighth. But what I like to explain to everybody, to all my students really interested in not only simply playing the scales to attend grade 1, 2, 3, 4 up to grade 8, but to understand more and to develop the scales by themselves. I don't want to say by throwing away all the books, because joking, but I mean getting the notes by simply understanding a very basic and simple principle that is the real core of the major scale. The core of the major scale is in the old tetrachord. The tetrachord was the, let's say, the package, the basic package of notes that in the old Greek system they were using to build up melodies, let's say. Okay, I don't want to explain which one is exactly the tetrachord that we will need to build up the major scale. The tetrachords are three, are the Dorian, the Phrygian and the Lydian, but these are things that we can develop in the future. What I want to let you know is that the major scale is the combination of two identical tetrachords. Combination, I mean superposition. You take a tetrachord. What does it mean, tetrachord? Tetra in Greek means four. 4 notes. And here we are. This is the tetrachord. The tetrachord was made in this way. The first one, indeed, ed. Tetrachord is the real core of the scale. The tetrachord that we need is the one that has in between the 4 notes, making it the tetrachord that we need to build up the major scale as tone, tone, semitone. This is the real soul, is the core, is the stone from which we build up the major scale. And where is it indeed? Look, tone, tone, semitone. This is the tetrachord. Then what do you have to do to build up the scale? You keep the distance of one tone in between this note and let's say imagine the first note of the following tetrachord that you simply copy and paste here, and I will show in practice. And you use again the same identical pattern. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone. So this is the note, let's say the distance in between the first and the second. We can even spot it here, look. This is the first tetrachord, this is the second tetrachord. Identical in terms of distance in between the notes, obviously not identical in terms of notes, and this is simply and only the distance in between them. And which ones? For example, let's use the most famous and basic scale that finally today I can start explaining. The C major scale is the scale that is using only white keys. Starting from the C, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The first tetrachord that I'm going to use, and obviously from which you start building up the major scale, the C major scale is exactly this, is C, D, E and F, and let's confirm that it's all right what I said. In between the first and the second note I need a tone. Let's check. Isn't it a tone? Tone! That's all. Then in between the second and the third, as I said, we need a tone. Here we are. In between the third and the fourth, I said that I need a semitone. And this is indeed the semitone, because we had the black key in between. Here we don't have. This is the first stone. Then, what do? You simply copy this one. You take it, copy, and paste. Et voila! Starting from the following one. But indeed, in between the last of the previous tetrachord, the first, and the beginning of the second tetrachord, I said that we have to keep the distance of one tone. It's automatic, because in between F and G we have one tone. Now, let's check if the second tetrachord is exactly identical to the first. We need tone. Indeed, in between the first and the second note of the second tetrachord, we have one tone, yeah? The first was this one. Then, in between the second and the third, we need one tone. And indeed, we do have one tone. And in between the third and the fourth, we needed a semitone, and here we are. This is the reason why the major scale is tone, so tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. I know that it's not that complicated to remember tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, but I wanted to tell you why. And I believe that it's definitely easier to remember in this way, and this is something that helps you building up all the 12 major scales from scratch, even if you don't know anything about the fingering, because you don't need it at the beginning, or if you don't know anything about the notes, by simply respecting the distance in between the keys. And I want to show you right now how to build up all the scales, starting from 0. Let's start from the lowest. In this way I have pretty much space, yeah? And this is the beginning of the C major scale, and I'm completing. Tetrachord, first tetrachord, second tetrachord. Now, this one goes. I build up from here. I have to respect tone, 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 semitone. Starting from the following key that has to be one tone distant. So tone, tone, semitone, and you are understanding now. In case you are a student, obviously is a little bit more advanced and already knows about the G major scale, the reason why you get the F sharp in the G major. Now take off this one. Obviously these skills will be developed step by step slowly, but today is just a kind of showcase. Now let's build up the following one, the one starting from D, the D major. This is the tetrachord that we got, building it up from the G. Now, again, keeping the distance of one tone, we have to respect tone, tone, and semitone. And this is the reason why the D major has two sharps. Now, take off this one, build up again from here. Respect the distance of one tone. This is the first part, the second, starting from one tone from the last. Tone, tone, semitone. Here we are, this is now the A major scale. Take it off and start from this. Respect the distance of one tone, and what do? Tone, tone, semitone, and this is the E major scale with 4 sharps. Take it off and now pay attention. Now I copy and I come very close to the camera, yeah? So this is the same one that I reached. Now, according to the principle that I have to respect the distance of one tone in between the first tetrachord and the second one, what do? I have to move one tone from this. I'm not going here, because this is a semitone. I have to go here, and the second tetrachord is starting from the F sharp, doing tone, tone, semitone, and this is the B major scale. Voila, with 5 black keys, 5 sharps. And now, from this one, that is F sharp, I'm building up the F sharp major scale. According to the principle of the distance of one tone in between the last note of the first tetrachord and the first of the second tetrachord, I don't have to go here, but I have to go here, and then I'm building up it from here, and I do. And this is the F sharp major, or we can even call G flat major. And now the very last one, moving to the right side of the circle of fifth, I'm starting introducing things. This is the topic of one of the following lessons. I will explain what is the circle of fifth. That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm moving on the circle of fifth, moving to the right side of the circle. So this is the scale having 7 sharps. You will discover in the near future. Now, keeping the distance of one tone, I'm doing tone, tone, semitone. And this is the one that we can call either C sharp major or D flat major. Now I could carry on from this point. But at this point, you will discover, as soon as I will explain the circle of fifth, that I am going back now, step by step on the circle, because I am, let's say, imagine that we are on a circle, I moved in this way, now I am exactly here. Now I am going back, and by magic I will find again the middle C if I carry on. But today is a simple introduction. I don't want to tell you too much yet. The main goal of this lesson was only one, the one of explaining the real birth of the major scale, explaining how it was born, starting from the tetrachord, that is the main tone on which you build up the scale. Tone, tone, semitone. Distance of one tone in between the last of the first tetrachord and the beginning of the second, and again, tone, tone, semitone. So, maybe for some of you could be a little bit atypical, this explanation, but I hope that you enjoyed it, that you understood something more, you understood why the scale, the major scale, is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. If you have any question, feel free to comment, to let me know, but be also assured that this is a simple introduction. I will be talking about the circle of fifth, I will be talking about the key signatures. These 3 lessons, this lesson and the 2 following ones will be strictly related. At the end, as I did with the previous ones as well, because I was always developing the concept in the following lessons, integrating what was already explained in the previous ones. Anyways, if you have any questions, as I said, feel free to comment to let me know how it's going. If it's the first time you're landing on this channel, thanks for this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thanks.